Nursing 4400, Vulnerable Populations, Homeless Adults Aged 18 to 64 by Michelle Pruett. The vulnerable population I chose to focus on is homeless adults aged 18 to 64. Homeless adults have less access to necessities as opposed to the rest of the population. This includes food, clean water, and shelter. There is a large stigma against homeless people. Being exposed to the elements makes them more likely to develop illnesses, and they do not have access to preventative health care. Population size. In Salt Lake County, 1,844 homeless individuals. State of Utah, 2,798 homeless individuals. United States, 553,742 homeless individuals. Worldwide, 1.6 billion people. And here is a map describing the amount of homeless individuals in each state. Social determinants of health. The Healthy People 2030 Social Determinants of Health are national objectives to improve health and well-being over the next decade. Healthy People's goals are to improve economic stability, education access and quality, healthcare access and quality, neighborhood and built environment, and social and community context. Healthcare access and quality can be a barrier for the homeless population. This population consists of people living in poverty, and therefore they have less healthcare options. There's a stigma in the medical field against homeless people. Unfortunately, many healthcare professionals will disregard these people as drug seekers, wanting a hot meal, or just a free place to live. Common health problems in this population include HIV and AIDS, pneumonia, bronchitis, tuberculosis, malnutrition, mental health issues, substance use problems, sexually transmitted diseases, and comorbidities. Root causes of the health disparity include lack of affordable housing, poor diet and nutrition, lack of affordable health care, and exposure to the elements. And here I have a picture illustrating the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. On the bottom we have physiological needs, and then above that safety needs, loving and belonging, esteem, and then finally self-actualization. Maslow's hierarchy of needs is a theory that states that people require 5 basic categories of needs: physiological, safety, love, esteem, and self-actualization. The theory states that you must satisfy the lower tiers before you can achieve the higher ones, i.e., people cannot achieve healthy self-esteem if they live in an unsafe environment. The homeless population struggle to fulfill most of these categories because they often lack the basic tier, physiological needs. Homeless individuals struggle to achieve food, water, shelter, and safety. This makes it almost impossible for them to achieve the higher category needs. Individuals who are unable to fulfill the hierarchy often will develop illness, mental disorders, and feelings of despair, hopelessness, loneliness, and shame. Communicable diseases. The homeless population is at increased risk of contracting a communicable disease. Common diseases of this population are sexually transmitted diseases, such as HIV and AIDS, and pulmonary diseases, such as COVID-19. Factors causing this include malnutrition, being exposed to the elements, poor water sanitation, poor personal hygiene, and many homeless people live in close proximity to others, i.e., tent cities. Non-communicable diseases. The homeless population is also at increased risk of developing non-communicable diseases. Some examples are mental health disorders such as schizophrenia and chronic health illness such as metabolic syndrome. Factors for this are lack of access to healthcare, lack of access to social services, malnutrition, lack of medications, and a lack of stable housing. Self-care. It can be difficult for the homeless to maintain self-care due to a lack of resources. Aspects of self-care such as personal hygiene, nutrition, and exercise can be hard to perform for homeless individuals. This is because they lack basic necessities required for self-care, such as nutritious food, clean water, and hygiene products. Self-harm. The homeless population are at increased risk of committing self-harm. A 2013 study interviewed 80 homeless adults regarding self-harm. 68% of the sample reported performing self-harm in the past. Being homeless is extremely stressful. Many homeless people experience decreased mental health due to their situation, or many individuals have a mental health issue to begin with, which leads them to being homeless. There are many factors that lead this population to committing self-harm. Self-harm can be mitigated by connecting homeless individuals to social and mental health services. Violence. Homeless individuals are often the target of violence, harassment, and sexual assault. Homeless individuals are commonly physically or verbally assaulted, threatened with weapons, or murdered. This is often done because this population doesn't have easy access to legal recourse, may be unable to approach the police, and usually don't have support systems they can turn to after an assault. And these are my references. Thank you very much.